to Bad Larry.
Welcome to the Bad Larry Kingdom. I'm your host, Bad Larry, and today we are exploring X Factor number 54 with guest artist Mark Silvestri, whom I think is a pretty darn good artist for the time. But most important of all, we are introduced for the first time ever the character Crimson. So, who exactly is this gal? She's a 200-plus-year-old psychic vampire, meaning she drains energy to feed herself instead of sucking blood, and she is part of a 24-member group called the Ravens, in which if their group ever falls below 24 members, they all start to lose power, which is quite interesting. The cops have taken Archangel to the hospital because he is nearly dead after his fight with both Caliban and Sabretooth over the past two issues. Cyclops, Beast, and Marvel Girl are unaware of Caliban's villainous transformation, but the problem is Archangel is losing it out of control. He's throwing shit around. He's like, he no likey hospitals. We do get confirmation on this page that despite Archangel's injuries, he seems to heal quickly, sort of proving Apocalypse provided him an advanced healing factor. Nowhere near that of Wolverine or Sabretooth, mind you, but much better than others. The poison that Sabretooth used when he cut up Archangel's guts are acting as a hallucinogen. Archangel's mind is playing tricks on him, and if X Factor can't subdue him, the cops are threatening to shoot him. Iceman isn't the kind of guy to stick around afterwards, if you know what I mean. Opal has invited Iceman to a fancy party and tells him to leave the Iceman at home. She only wants the Bobby Drake. Rude. And then tries to backtrack, say, it's my friends who are the ones who may not accept you. Yeah, okay. This is a pattern now, Opal. She's a bit racist. But Bobby is cool as a cucumber. He's dealt with these kind of people his whole life and simply says both versions of him are truly him and then pieces out with a smile. Dude in the black shirt going by the name Peter Nicholas, is indeed Colossus. The girl carrying the huge box is Jennifer Ransom, a mutant with size and strength powers, and her boyfriend, Philip Moreau, who is a human, I believe. But what's interesting about his father is David Moreau, and David is responsible for turning all the mutants on Genosha Island into slaves. Here we're introduced for the first time Crimson. She typically feeds on bums, homeless, drug heads, the unwanted of human society. She puts hands on her victim and energetically sucks the life right out of them. She also introduces us to her group, the Ravens, which number 24 members. She's also going to be attending the same party Opal invited Iceman to in order for her to feed on more powerful people. These bums are low energy. Iceman is grateful that at least he has a human looking for him, unlike his pals Beast and Archangel. They look scary and freaky. So at least Bobby, he's able to meander with the human community a bit better. But he sees some furniture fly out a hospital window. Archangel is mad. He thinks he's still battling Sabretooth. X Factor needs to subdue him now before he or his bloodthirsty wings actually hurt someone. Marvel Girl's powers are super effective for the exact scenario. Subdue someone without hurting them or getting too close. But those wings have a mind of their own. They are launching blades left, right, and center. My boy Cyclops almost takes two to the face. Pause. Iceman joins the efforts, tells Archangel to chill out. Beast is able to wrangle Archangel enough for the doc to hit him with a sedative. X Factor decides it's in everyone's interest to take Warren back home to home base. X Factor are currently celebrities, so they have to have the biggest home base in the city. The AI ship makes all the other buildings look like tiny little Lego models. Why is Beast being a creepy shadow stalker, sticking his nose into Scott and Jean's personal conversations? Scott and Jean, man, they are some runaway type characters. It seems one or both of them are always trying to run away to solve their little emotional problems. I can't believe at this stage of the storyline, Jean Grey would be willing to leave the little baby Nathan Christopher. Even though Jean Grey didn't birth the baby, she has a deep, deep connection to him. And when they saved him from being sacrificed by his real mom, the clone of Jean Grey, well, Jean Grey decided she was taking the baby with her everywhere, including to other planets. She was so attached to this baby's safety, but now she's just bouncing without him, leaving him with Scott. Look, I get that she wants some space from Scott, and that's fine. But the baby? I don't think this Jean Grey in this storyline would leave that baby. Iceman and Beast are at the fancy artsy fartsy party, while Cyclops is at the base watching both the baby and the healing Archangel. What is interesting is that it seems Beast has sort of a animal attraction to him. The ladies love Blue Furry Beast. Crimson's skin is described as pure white marble, her lips blood red. Men are surrounding her. Finally, Opal gets to feel what Mole has been feeling jealousy. I mean, come on, apples to apples. Opal doesn't compare to the raw attraction that is Crimson. It's like trying to compare Rachel Zegler to Gal Gadot. Ooh. The prey are unawares. A real predator is walking around in their midst, scoping out which drunken loser will be her next victim. Crimson starts to drain this poor fella, Frederick, but she doesn't like his energy. Someone stronger, perhaps. The Beast has to literally beat these ladies off with a stick. They want that blue goo, if you know what I mean. Out of the corner of his eye, he sees an old friend. It's Colossus, but in his human form, going by Peter, or Petey currently. Colossus either has amnesia or is playing like he doesn't know Beast. Crimson is intrigued. She's never feasted on a mutant before. Hey, when in Rome, Beast is able to break free and looks at Crimson like a dude looking at a dog that just bit him, giving her the stay back lady face. Crimson is over 200 years old. These little moments don't faze her in the least, like a shark that's taken a bite out of a surfer only to realize it isn't a seal. She just slowly meanders away like a shark in the sea. Somehow, without explaining to us, the audience, Crimson is now able to decipher just by looking at someone if they are a mutant or a human. Maybe it's pheromones, maybe it's her vampire vision, who knows? But she knows, and her sights are now set on Colossus's big ass. Beast is keeping tabs on both his friend and this strange lady. He's questioning if vampires really do exist. Cyclops and the baby are sleeping, but the AI ship never sleeps. Archangel is back up, but not answering the ship, so ship makes a mistake by grabbing Warren by both arms. Hey, some people just don't like to be manhandled. I'm one of them. No touchy. Red alert! Archangel is seeing a hallucination of Apocalypse. Ship wakes up Cyclops, and to be fair, there isn't much Cyclops can do. Archangel is out of his mind. He won't hear Cyclops, and Cyclops can't get close. Those rabid wings could slice him up. The only thing Cyclops can do is try to blast Archangel with just enough power to sedate him again. But that's a tricky ask, especially with Warren's new speed and his mental state. Archangel, like a crazed animal, just wants to break free, and break free he does. Beast is still playing private detective, following close to his friend Colossus and this new, strange Lady Crimson. He doesn't know her intention, but knows she's got powers. I like how Beast calls himself a man in a gorilla suit. I mean, let's be honest, if you at one point look like a normal man and then like Beast, I doubt you would ever fully accept your new reality either. Beast climbs up just to see what looks like a huge amount of energy being released. Crimson's power is twofold. As she drains her victim, she feels more powerful and even pleasure, while the victim feels terror and pain. Colossus can't pull away from Crimson. Beast must intervene, but is he too late? Crimson is now strong from feeding off of Colossus, but is she as strong as Beast? Crimson has never fed on mutants before, and by doing so, she's become addicted. That mutant energy is yummy, but she can't stick around and try and fight Beast, so she literally vanishes into thin air. Another cool trick or power. Colossus still has that amnesia, though. Crimson is still hungry, but feeding on derelict humans is over. She has a new thirst. Mutants! Archangel has horrible timing. It looks like Crimson has her sights set on feasting on Archangel. Man, can this dude catch a break? And in issue number 55, we see the return of Mesmero. So stay tuned for that episode. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you real soon. Peace.